so I can't hear you to know if you're sounding good.
Okay.
5.
We're gonna call her Wildflower.
Wildflower.
Nice.
My mom told me else introduced me. I'm gonna say hello.
And good afternoon. Welcome to the Love Below. Try this one more time. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Love Below. This is your boy Demo, and in the studio today we have.
Oh, back again, Low, representing L-Town, of course.
Yeah, you got your boy LB representing Chicago.
I'm sorry, you guys cannot see the face of our lovely female co-host for the day. She's apparently a little shy.
Turn up, turn up, turn up.
Alright, so
But her name is Olivia, and she will grace us with her radio name a little bit later. But we're gonna start off by just seeing how everybody's doing, and then what your weekend plans are, and then we'll get into the topic a little bit. So,
for the weekend, it's Easter weekend. Usually, I guess we usually go home, huh? Go home, do the
I've
Easter.
never gone home for Easter.
I haven't either, but I mean, that's what everybody else does, do the Easter egg hunt. But this year, I guess I'll just be down here with my lady. We probably might go to the beach or whatnot, try to get some sun in.
I hope they go to church.
Oh man, first, okay.
Yeah.
I guess
Church first.
it's just a known fact to me. Church is first, and then everything else comes after. But yeah, I'll be Easter pink,
All load out.
load up shoulder. You know what I mean? Fresher than your best friend on Easter day.
All right, how about you?
I think, well, I don't really have any plans for this weekend besides going to, church for Easter. But to piggyback off that idea, this week on Tuesday, I met this girl, and her name is, I think it's Brittany, and she was worth it. Like, so if there is to be a plan, it's gonna be with her. And I met her at like this summer Eagle Expo, and she was beautiful. So if I'm gonna have some plans, it's gonna be to get with her. So that's me.
All right, so we're gonna try this one more time. Somebody played with the board, so we were just talking and no one could hear us. Thank you very much for whoever did that. It made me look real bad. All right, so welcome to the Love Below on 91.9 The Buzz. This is your boy Demo, and in the studio today we have.
Low, representing L-Town one more time.
It's your boy LB representing Chicago.
Hi, it's Wildflower.
Wildflower, I like it. All right.
Take that out.
So we just talked a little bit about our weekend plans, and I apologize that you didn't hear them all. They were great. We're gonna go into the topic a little bit. Today we're gonna talk about handling uncomfortable situations. So I've come up with a couple of uncomfortable situations for us to talk about. We're gonna hit them on like groups of 3 because it may go a little long if we do any more than that. So the first topic is your significant other is leaving for the military. How would you handle that type of situation?
I guess being somebody that actually experienced this a little bit with my father being in the Army, it's you kind of got to swallow your pride and stop being so selfish in a sense, because that's their career first and foremost. So you always know that it's a possibility. It's something I guess you never really want to have to experience, but when that time comes, it's not just you, it's also the law that makes them go forth with that plan. So it's just something you have to deal with. And I think these days with technology and different ways of communication, you'll still be in contact with that person a whole lot more, especially if they're of higher rank. It's a whole lot easier to talk to them and be in contact with them. So time flies a whole lot faster than you think. And I mean, it's just something you have to deal with. But it's not as hard as it may seem. It's just the worrying, I think, is the biggest thing.
Okay.
Good answer.
I dig it because I was very selfish when my friend left, and she wasn't even a significant other.
Yeah.
I was just like, no.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No.
Yeah.
But I guess one of the reasons why I put it down is because I've dealt with a couple friends actually whose significant others went to the military and kind of got real distant as they was getting on the plane. Like,
Yeah.
oh, well, you know, I need you through this process. And now that I'm getting on the plane, oh, well, we don't have to be together anymore.
I think it takes the person who's leaving to be understanding as well, because you have to understand that that person cares about you, and if they are willing to express some type of emotion or, you know, some type of concern that you're leaving them, you know, you have to be sensitive to that. And, you know, with both of you guys understanding that the situation doesn't have to be that awkward or as awkward as it has to be. You know, if both of you guys can collaborate and, you know, work out maybe a plan to see each other or, like my counterpart said, you know, communicate, then maybe it doesn't have to be an awkward situation.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Like having an open conversation about the fact that he or she is leaving for the military, and just kind of have an understanding. Okay, what can I do to support you, or how can I, you know, be there for you without being in your presence at the, you know, at the given moment. So just kind of having an open conversation about that.
Yeah, communication is key in any relationship.
I dig it.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
All right. Before that significant other leaves, however, you do want to be completely honest and upfront with the relationship following this departure,
True.
because expecting and not really receiving sucks. So you definitely want to communication all across the board, and being sure that, okay, I can support you and not be your boyfriend or girlfriend, or, you know, those two aren't intertwined so necessarily as people make them. I can still support you and not be your significant other, but in the case that you guys are looking for a future with each other, it has to be clear, look, I know you're going to be away, I'm going to be here, but we still need to be true to each other. So, yeah, you definitely got to talk about that.
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. That would make a whole nother awkward situation. The next one that I had was telling your really religious family that you're thinking about changing your religion.
Speak on that.
That's sensitive. Like,
Yeah.
that one's a little hard because religion is something that people die over.
No.
So, you know, people really take religion, you know, to heart. So to say, you know, if you're a child and you're telling your parents that you want to, you know, change your religion, you know, it will hurt. It will probably hurt your parents, if anything, or whoever is affected. So I feel like in order to make sure that that is not an awkward situation, you have to understand the consequences of your actions. Understand everything that you're about to tell them. Be prepared. Preparation is key. Like, don't go into the situation thinking that everything will be okay, and it's not. You should be prepared for the situation. You should be understanding to the answers that they're giving, that they're going to give you, or the responses that you get from them, from you telling them, you know, you about to change your religion. And then your parents should be respectful of your decisions. Like, they raised you, you know, they're not going to raise a fool, hopefully. So, I mean, if this is the decision that you want and you're true to yourself, you know, they should believe that you're going to make a smart decision.
I think you have to definitely be prepared, because I guess that's almost in your blood to a certain extent. That's something passed down from generation to generation. So it's a way of life. It's part of your culture. It's a part of many. I mean, those are your holidays. You know, those are your major family gatherings.
Yeah, family
So
time.
to change that up is gonna, like, and I mean, even with the most understanding family, there's gonna be a lot of questions. Why? You know, and you really have to understand. First of all, you got to be secure with yourself. and know why you're making that decision, you know, let alone why somebody, I guess the influences that could have forced you to make that, but why do you feel like it's the best decision for you? And then you're gonna have to defend it. And that's like
Consistently.
the most important and the probably the most difficult portion of the conversation is defending it. And I mean, your faith is your faith, but you got to be sure that you're making the right move for you and your future, and you know, however that religion may go, you know, your afterlife. So it's, you definitely have to be ready to defend that.
Preach. I posed it because I actually have an individual that's dealing with it right now, and it's a sensitive situation to be in. I don't know how I would handle it personally. You have to hope that you're dealing with very understanding people, but at the same time, you need to be solid in the decision that you make. Whatever influences led you away from your former religion or to the new one, you need to make sure that those influences are, while they may have come from outside, that the decision is internal and it's not being pushed by this person or that person. Definitely don't change your religion for a relationship.
Is that person listening right now? Hope so.
Please, God, don't change your.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I said
that would not
God.
be-
Please, whoever you believe in, don't change your religion because of a relationship or any one individual
Right.
outside of that higher power that you believe in or decide that you don't believe in.
I think you hit on a key point when you said that you have to know your audience or know who you're speaking with. If your parents are like extreme in whatever religion that they
Yes.
believe in, then you know that the situation is going to be awkward regardless. So you need to be prepared for those type of situations. However, if you know that your parents or whoever your audience that you're having this, you're in this situation with, is not so, you know, into religion, or they might not care as much, then the situation might not be as awkward as you will make it to be. They might be, you know, they might open you up with open arms. So really know who your audience is before you go into the situation. I think that will help you prepare for the awkwardness.
Did you want to say anything? Okay, so we're going to go into the last one before we take our first musical break, and that is personality conflicts with family members.
Ooh.
Oh, yes.
Ooh. So good.
Huh?
Hey, Wildflower? Haven't heard
Yeah.
of
Talking
Go
about Wildflower.
Yeah.
Got her yellow on, looking sunny and stuff.
I know for me, I've had several over the course of my lifetime, and it doesn't get any easier, but definitely know that family is important, and you have to love the person more so than the situation that caused an issue. I know I said personality conflicts, and it is that, but also it's a personality conflict with relation to a situation. Never, okay, I don't like you as an individual. I may not agree with the way that you handle this situation. I may not agree with you with the way that you handle a series of situations, but as an individual, I still have the utmost love and respect for you. I know that one day you may grow to see things my way, one day you may not. But I'm gonna love you through it all. I'm gonna be there for you if you need me to, even if it means from the other side of that glass, because you done did something stupid. You can call me and I might answer twice. I might come visit 3 times. But I love you and I'm gonna be there for you if you need me.
I think Daniel D. Moore, hit on something very important when he said that you have to differentiate, you know, the person from their actions. So being able to realize, well, you know, I know this is my mother or sister, whomever, that's them, but this is what they're doing, and being able to understand that and differentiate that, because I think most times we see the action and we see the person, and so we begin to have conflict with the person. So this goes along with having a conversation about it, like communicating, and just kind of not necessarily attacking the person, but saying, hey, when you do this, I feel like this. So kind of having a sit down conversation with the person and just explain it to them, because most of the times people aren't aware of exactly what they're doing, and so, you know, calling it to their attention is really important.
I can do it.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, and they don't really, I guess people a lot of times don't have an idea of how it affects other people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just like communication all around the board. But when it comes to family, I mean, like they said, you don't choose your family. You choose friends, but you don't choose your family. So that's, you know what I mean? With friends, if you don't like how somebody acts or looks or, you know, any type of difference, you can disregard that person. But you have to have somebody in your corner to, you know, to help you through those hard times. So you definitely want to keep family, and not, I mean, just anybody, not everybody's going to see things the same. And the world's not black and white. There's a lot of gray areas, blue, red, yellows. So, you know, you got to deal with them as they come, but family is going to be there. You didn't choose them, so you might as well use them. And I mean, you know, use them as a support system, and, you know, help yourself out. And, you know, of course, vice versa, help them in their time of need. But, yeah, just something as simple as a situation, communication can resolve many things. And when you just, even if it comes to, you just have to agree to disagree. And I mean, that works a whole lot more than people think it does. So,
I agree.
I have a different viewpoint on the situation. I think that a lot of times family is sometimes looked upon as something maybe bigger than what it actually is. Because when it boils down to it, these are people. You're a person, they're a person. So the respect needs to be amongst people, not just amongst family. So if you're saying that, you know, this is my mom, you know, I'm gonna show her more love or more respect, that's not right for you to treat your mom way more better than, you know, you to treat some average person. Like, you should treat everybody with love and respect. Now, I understand that your mom, you know, has birthed you and things of that nature, so of course. But my whole point is that, you know, family, when you have conflict within family, sometimes, you know, it can get skewed because, you know, oh, I'm the mom, I'm the dad, or you're just the son, or you're just the daughter. And that might not necessarily be the situation. You know, it has to be respect amongst the individuals in the family. It's the people that make the family. It's not the titles that make the family. You know, your uncle might actually have raised you like a father, you know, and he has the title of uncle, but the actions that he did was like a father figure, you know. So, you know, it's actually the people who have personalities and who actually care, or, you know, the actions that they show that, you know, should actually resolve conflict, or, you know, work that out between the actual people, not just, you know, the titles amongst family. I think that'll help out any awkward situation. If you look at that person as just a human being, you know, who makes mistakes as well. You know, your mom is not perfect. I know you might look at her as like this superwoman, but she's just a human being as well. You know, she makes mistakes, or, you know, she might mess up every now and then, and you have to forgive her, just like you would forgive your friend, or, you know, your coworker, or what have you. You know, you don't want to put any more extra emphasis on things when it's, you know, because it is family, and because it is family, it's more sensitive. So I think that treat each other like you want to be treated. That'll help out.
I can do it. Well, we're gonna take a quick break and then we'll be back. This is the Love Below on 91.9 The Buzz.
Let's talk about awkward situations with roommates.
Oh, we can do that.
I think that love. Somebody say you love them, and they say they love you back. That's killer.
that's gonna be a good.
That's gonna be a good one.
It's in here. Let me.
How many you got?
I have 3 sets,
Okay.
but we actually started like a good 30 minutes late, so we can make it work
Okay.
because we have until 2, and it's just 12:45. So I mean, we've actually been. Oh shoot.